eye-opening book about the way trauma is incorporated into the human soul through its mechanisms. The archetypal tapestry of the imaginary, that opens up to several metaphorical meanings, is representative to the understanding of the way trauma brings about the unprecedented coping mechanisms. The golden treasure of the book consists not only in deciphering metaphors and associating them with trauma, but in the ingenious way trauma can be understood through such picturesque archetypes, deepening the insight about such phenomena with various epiphanies about its genesis. Mixing the area of psychiatry with the one of the symbolical imaginary moves to be the imprint of the Jungian psychotherapy, which the author firmly adheres. The second aim of this work is to reveal the treatment to the ailment, with the use of therapeutic stories, a reinterpretation of fairy tales that is linked to the traumatic episode, its consequences and its holistic integration into life. If the mind hides its own unconscious, the world bears its own collective consciousness, as Jung strongly asserted in his works, building the foundation to his psychological school of thought. As dreams are spontaneous manifestations of the individual unconscious that play a major role in bringing equilibrium to the mind, so fairy tales represent the hidden gem of the collective unconscious, the hazardous creation of the collective, that is like a mirror of the collective soul. We can conclude that the role of fairy tales is to bring wisdom and insight into the life of humans, while holding the principle of healing. It is the numinous archetype that frees the trapped soul. Two metaphors prevail in the book, being at the heart of its themes. The first one is the one of the tower, an important motif that appears in various fairy tales. Being both a prison and a space for protection, the tower speaks the language of fear, the fear of ever discovering the world and shrinking into a cage, the inner world of phantasm. Here, the fantastic world of the inner self is presented as a refuge, as a way of dealing with pain. Closely related to introversion, the personality of the afflicted person tends to be prone to the realm of fantasy, the imaginary, the symbolical that also wants to usurp the role of reality as the main negative effect. The second symbolism is related to the reversed image of the guardian angel, that is as the daemon, the most relevant icon for it. Metaphor for the unhealthy coping mechanisms, addictions, escapism etc., the archetypal figure of the angelic devilish protector gives escape from pain in exchange for various valuable things, while also changing the spirit into something that is able to survive. The two-faced archetype has its own ambivalence. The realm of the imaginary, with its symbolism, comes at the aid of healing post-traumatic stress disorder, serving as a parallel universe that mirrors reality. Pictures will always appeal to the subconscious mind. The book is like a hypnotic trance from which the reader becomes more sharp in understanding and applying a healing balsam to his inner wounds. The subconscious and the conscious, the reality and fiction, the real and the symbolical, they both mold into each other, switching the order, the center to the meaning the reader is supposed to decipher by reinterpreting his experience.